Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
It's my best angle. Welcome to the Hy-Vee Today show. This is Tony Tone. I shouldn't rock in my chair. One of these days I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to fall straight on the floor, and we'll have the most views ever. It's good to be with you inside the Market Grill Express here at Hy-Vee, 2400 2nd Avenue, right off of Highway 61. Sometimes I gesture with my hands at things. Right out, that Highway 61's right out there. That's where I'm gesturing. Maybe I'm gesturing to you watching right now on Channel 5. We're coming into your house or on your phone or your tablet or the YouTube or the Facebook machine. We're not on MySpace, but my MySpace page still exists. I can't delete it. So if you know how to delete a MySpace page, let me know. I want to mention a couple of things before we get to our guests that are here, and I'm really excited that they're going to be with us in just a moment. In our parking lot is the Hy-Vee Healthy U-Mobile, and that is here until 11 a.m. Right now it's 8:34, so if you're watching this live, you would have until 11 a.m. to go out to the Hy-Vee Healthy U-Mobile and get a free cholesterol screening. So that's exciting, and I'm happy that I said the word cholesterol correctly because I can never spell it right. I think we all have those words that we just can never. One of them for me is receive. I will spell receive wrong every single time, without a doubt. I will never spell receive right. Thank goodness my phone and my computer will correct it for me. But cholesterol is one of those words that I struggle with. So it's until 11 a.m., Hy-Vee Healthy U-Mobile in the parking lot. Get a free cholesterol screening. Hy-Vee dietitian Kara Zigeman in the house. She does a great job. And tomorrow I have to get a little finger stick as part of the insurance stuff here at Hy-Vee with Kara, so I can't eat or drink anything tomorrow, which means I won't be able to get my Starbucks. Maybe I'll just have a giant water. That's what I'll do. So there's the Healthy U-Mobile in the park. Right out there. Today's also Touchdown Tuesday. So when the Hawkeye, and I'm thinking that my wife was just here. Spend $18, we'll give you 18 cents on your fuel saver. Some exclusions apply, but this is a great opportunity. So there's no Iowa Hawkeye football game this coming Saturday, which means there will be no Touchdown Tuesday next week. So great deal for you today. 18 points, $18. Show that at the register. We'll get you all taken care of on Touchdown Tuesday. Somebody had a good question the other day. They said, what if the Hawkeyes score 100 points? And I said, that's never going to happen. And I say that with all due respect. I mean, the Iowa Hawkeyes, they scored 30 points the other day. That's a lot. And I'm not saying I don't want them to score 100 points, but it's just not that common in college football. I think on the high end, if I'm going to make a prediction, and now sports betting is legal in Iowa, so maybe I can put my money where my mouth is, I would say that the remainder of this season, the Iowa Hawkeyes would score no more than 42 points in a single game. Now, they do have Middle Tennessee coming up on the 28th, and they could very easily score 75 points. But realistically, listen, I want them to score 100 points because then you would get $1 off. But in the meanwhile, keep an eye on our Facebook and Instagram accounts, and Touchdown Tuesday going on today, and then it'll come back on Tuesday. What Tuesday would that be? Would that be October 1st? Because there's no game this week. So then we got carry the hunt. Thank you. All right, we got that right. The other thing that I'll mention is Tuesday Burger Night here in the Market Grill Express. Come check that out and enjoy any of the burgers on the menu. They'll get you taken care of for $8. Comes with unlimited fries and or tater tots. Luann says, I wish they could do the cholesterol screening later in the afternoon. Luann, good suggestion. I will pass that on, and if we can do that, I'll let you know. And maybe that's a better idea. Maybe we do it in the morning and then we try and have it in the afternoon because I understand people's schedules are different, and I will relay that message. But this is a message we can all agree on. Unlimited French fries or tater tots starting at 4 p.m. Danielle wants a burger now. You could have one, Danielle, if you want. Burgers for breakfast, always a good idea. Jason Miller waving at cars in the parking lot. Let's get to our guests that are... Oh, it's waving at his dad. That's okay. We'll allow that. All right, our guests are here this morning to talk about Over the Edge and Special Olympics Muscatine at the same time. So to my right, this is Danielle Malley. To her right, Nathan Paulson. And you know that guy over there. That's Jason Miller with Special Olympics and Over the Edge. Danielle, welcome to the show. First timer. Nathan, hi, buddy.
Hi.
Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
So we have got a lot to talk about, Jason Miller. Danielle, I didn't even do this. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I forgot we're sharing a microphone for a second. I want to make sure everybody can hear Danielle. I don't want to be rude. So, Jason Miller, Over the Edge, this Saturday, going on downtown Muscatine. But before we get to that, there is a fundraiser this Thursday. We've got a good-looking flyer. I like that I was the model.
The chosen one.
Chosen for the flyer. I approved it, so I'm good with it. It's a pretty good angle. This is coming up this Thursday inside the Market Grill Express. So you can come support Over the Edge and have dinner, and depending on the turnout, up to 30% of sales could be donated.
Yeah.
So that's an awesome opportunity. Big Brothers Big Sisters, Special Olympics, and GMCCI could receive up to 30% of total sales, like it says on the flyer. And all you have to do is show up, and you could win a rappel. So somebody that shows up and anybody that participated in the roundup has a chance, Jason, to go over the edge on Saturday.
That's right. Yeah.
Come if you want to.
Now, here's what you don't know. Danielle Malley is going over the edge for the first time on Saturday. How are you feeling?
Nervous, I guess. I mean, I am going 100 feet up, so I don't really know exactly.
So, let me ask you this. Do you have a fear of... Let me turn my microphone. Do you have a fear of heights?
Yeah, but no. I guess because I'm a daredevil. I love roller coasters. I love heights.
Oh.
So it really depends, I guess.
I love that you said I love roller coasters as well, Danielle. I'm so with you on that. Going over the edge is going to give you kind of like the same feeling as a roller coaster. And Nathan, this is his second year going over the edge.
Yeah, me too.
You did it last year. What were you thinking, Nathan, as you started to go over the side of the building? How did that feel when you went over the edge last year, buddy?
It was real scary to me when I was first time going over the edge.
Yeah.
It was so scary.
And he's right. I mean, you can see on that poster, that's my nervous smile right there. It's kind of like this. It's just like, oh, this harness. Because the thing is, like, they put that harness, and Nathan knows this, and Jason knows this.
Yeah.
They put that harness on you, and the whole time you practice, and then you get up there, and then they say, sit in the harness. And this is a lot of person to sit in a harness and trust it. But Jason and Nathan, as we know, I mean, these are trained professionals.
Right.
They're super safe.
Yep.
And it's an unbelievable... I thought initially... I would say... Wait, what'd you say?
You call him safe?
Oh, Jason is very safe, Dan. Look at her. Put him on the spot. I love that. Tough guest
I'm
over
not
here.
rigging the equipment. So
I was
going
gonna
to
say.
me to rig your equipment, Danielle, I can.
Yeah. Oh, great. But I mean, Jason, you know that this outfit, this Over the Edge group, they do this, several times throughout the course of the year. It's totally safe. Everything is on the up and up.
They do hundreds of these a year,
Right.
and they go down buildings that are 3, 4, 5 times the size of ours. So they have enough rope for us. It's very secure. They're very professional, and they take a lot of safety precautions. So they set it up like an OSHA work site.
Absolutely.
So they follow all these strict rules that they have to abide by, and they do a really good job. And you're right, like when you go to like sit back, that's the scariest part. But once you feel it secure,
right.
Like then it's like a sense of relief. You're like, oh, okay, now I just need to pull a lever.
That's exactly it.
And then enjoy the view.
Yeah, take it all in. And I think for Danielle, as a first timer, that's what you're gonna love is that initial rush, and then you're gonna look at the river and you're gonna hear people cheering you on, and it's just such a great thing to participate in. So, did you watch it happen last year and then decide that you wanted to do it this year?
No, I did not actually watch it happen. Oh, I kind of did because I seen Nathan go down.
Okay.
But I've always wanted to do it for Special Olympics when it first came out. I didn't really know about it till after the fact. But now, since I'm doing it, I really want to do it for my sports and for what we do in Special Olympics.
And for you, Danielle, it seems like you've been involved with Special Olympics for a couple of years, right?
Yes, I've been involved in Special Olympics for almost 12 years.
Wow.
And I love it. I mean, it's probably the most fun I've ever had. Like, I love it.
And I imagine, and I'm asked Nathan similar questions, but Danielle, for you, I know that you're very social, outgoing. So you've probably made a lot of friends over those 12 years, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Danielle. You're her friend in like 2 seconds. I remember the first time I was like, I'm going to know Danielle for a while, and because she's super easy to talk to. And Nathan, for you, did you think I got to do this again? Yes. Hi.
Jason's dad's here and wants to talk to him.
Oh, okay. Delmer Coolers, everybody, and Mr. Miller. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Good. We're on right now. Well, you're kind of out of the shot right now, but Jason was waving at a car as we're starting, and I'm like, who's he waving at? And did you see him sitting in here?
No, I didn't.
Okay, perfect.
Did you see me pull up?
I saw you pull up, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, and this is kind of like a family affair, right? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, what's your first name again?
Ron.
Ron.
I
I just
don't know
bagged
this
Ron's
guy. I have
groceries.
no idea who
I
this
bagged his
guy
groceries
is.
the other day. So, Ron, you ran Special Olympics as well, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many years did you run Special Olympics in Muscatine?
Well, in Muscatine, probably, I don't know, probably about 20 years. Yeah, around 20 years.
How many years has it been so far for you, Jason?
So 10 years.
So 30 years of the Miller family.
He did Special Olympics in Illinois, and so he's been doing this for
That's how it all
over 30
started
years
with me.
or so.
After I graduated from University of Iowa in '73, and my first job was over in Illinois, and pretty much ran Special Olympics over in Illinois. So for 10 years there, and then we moved back here, and I started volunteering, helping here, and worked right into it. So.
What were you gonna say, Danielle?
I'm before Jason took over, I knew Ron.
Oh, did you really?
Yes, Ron ended when I started.
Gotcha.
So me and Jason started at the same time.
That's fantastic. So it's got to make you feel good, Ron, when you look over, whether you like the beard or not. I don't know what your opinion is on the beard, but I mean, you have a goatee, so it also runs in the family, good facial hair. But it's got to make you feel good that you obviously set a good example for your son to choose to. Follow in your footsteps is the most flattering thing I can come up with right now, because it's true. I mean, this is a commitment for sure, and it's more than a job for both of you. It's a lifestyle job, right? You are always in that role, regardless of where you find yourself in the community. But you obviously embraced it to do it for that long.
Well, yeah, I right from the start, from like I said, over in Illinois back in the '70s, when I first got involved in Special Olympics, I seen what a great organization it was, and what great benefits it was for our special needs people, both adults and children, and I learned so much. I worked for the state of Illinois over there, and I learned so much at that time with the Special Olympics that when we did move back here to Muscatine, it was easy. I shouldn't say easy, but it just kind of fit in for me to help out, helping out, and end up organizing here in Muscatine. And again, I think it's a great organization. Yeah, and you're right. I'm proud that my son took over. Well, he had the experience. I mean, he'd helped me as a kid. I mean, I don't know how many times he came to some of our events, and him and his buddies used to help us with the golf tournament. That's when he was in high school. Him and his high school buddies. I think they did a lot of it so they'd get out of school.
It's a good cause, but also. Yeah.
But
are you going over the edge, Ron, on Saturday?
I wanted to, but my wife wouldn't let me.
Wait,
that's not true.
I was going to say, wait, what are you doing? I feel like your wife would be the most supportive.
I figured I spent 4 years in the military, and I did my part. and with a year of that in Vietnam, so I don't need that. So.
Yeah, you've had enough thrills. Well, this is like a bonus guest. I love that. I like that
Yeah,
Delmer.
I didn't know he was coming.
Delmer brought Ron over, which is awesome. Delmer misses the show by the deli. Trust me. Well, this is great. Are you going to be there on Saturday supporting everybody?
Oh yeah. We'll
That's it. I
be
probably
there.
hear
So.
his voice over everybody else's.
Yeah.
My wife and I are going to be helping out with some of the tables and some of the booths and things like. And we're there to cheer on our daughter-in-law. Of course, is going over. We got to be there for her.
So my wife is going over.
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
gonna watch
That.
Karen's going over. So.
Well, it's good to see you. Thanks for popping
Oh,
on,
yeah,
Ron.
that's
This is
okay.
awesome. It's a
I
bonus
came in to
Miller.
see him. I didn't
Yeah.
know you were here.
That's all right.
Wow.
Hey, listen, anytime. I mean, this is great.
I'll let you guys.
No, this is the nature of a live show, right? Okay, so Nathan, coming back to you, second year going over the edge. After you did it last year and you were safe and you made it and it is for great causes, did you immediately know that you were going to do it again this year?
Yeah, we're gonna do it again this year.
And you feel ready? I mean, we're sitting here on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds to me like that. I'm feeling ready to go over the edge this Saturday, September 21st.
And I think that everybody watching can do one thing, even if you're not, because people are watching if you're afraid of heights, you can still come and watch Danielle and Nathan and everybody go over the edge because they're worthy of your support. And I promise you'll be safe on the ground.
Up in the air.
Right. I was going to say Danielle and Nathan are going to be going down the side of the building. But even if you have that fear of heights, and I know that that's a real thing, showing up and supporting it. Because, Jason, this is a whole day. I mean, this is a full day of, I don't know how many, do we know how many people we have rappelling at this point?
So there's over 60.
60
Yeah, we have
people.
over 60 rappelling.
Wow.
Last year we had over, we started with 80. We were at 73 last year. So we're
Wow.
really close
Yeah.
to that mark last year. But yeah, I mean, come out, support it.
Sure.
Come see these athletes. They did an amazing job fundraising.
Yeah.
Danielle's mom, Vicky, she did raffle tickets, candy sales. I mean, she kind of headed the whole thing up to have these guys raise some money.
It's fantastic.
And yeah, we just hit our mark just this last week. We had a
that's a big deal.
anonymous donation of $1,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was really cool.
Did you know that, Danielle?
No,
Someone
I
came
had
in-
no idea, actually.
Yeah,
None.
yeah. And then Muscatine Charities, they decided that whatever we need help with as far as a safety net, if we don't hit our $6,000 goal,
Sure.
they would provide up to $2,000. And right now, that's only at $600 or so dollars.
Wow.
So they're making up the rest so that these athletes can go over the edge. And we also have Lucas Hines and Brad Small.
I saw Brad the other
Going over,
day.
yeah.
Buddha.
Yep.
That's
Buddha,
awesome.
yeah.
Brad will
Yeah,
appreciate that
Buddha.
shout out. So that's a lot of athletes going over
Yeah,
on
4 athletes
Saturday.
and what I call like 2 coaches. Clarissa, she's a care provider, and she does an amazing job
Yeah.
with our athletes, same clientele.
Yeah.
She's just really good with them. And then my wife, I decided, you know what, I want her to do it this year.
How
She
nice
helps
of
me
you.
out with a lot of
Yeah.
stuff with Special Olympics, and
Yeah.
so I'm like, hey, I want you to do it this year. I've already done it, so.
Yeah, you go ahead, honey. It's fine.
It was her
What a
birthday
gentleman.
yesterday, so.
That's such a nice. Yeah, my wife would be like, you're going again. Yeah, I think my wife. I don't know if she would do it. I'd have to ask her. She was just in here.
Yeah.
I think so. So I want to ask. We're talking over the edge, and a great opportunity. Come have dinner here in the Market Grill, 4 to 9 on Thursday. If we pack the place, could get up to 30% of sales, which is great opportunity. So this Thursday, 4 till 9. Danielle, 12 years or so involved in Special Olympics. What sports are you part of, and what should people know about how Special Olympics has impacted your life? We talked about making friends, so let's talk about the sports that you're involved in first.
Oh, I'm actually involved in a lot of sports. I've done softball, I've done basketball, I've done bowling, I've done cheerleading, I do track, I'm doing play football right now. Am I missing one?
Yeah, it covers a lot of the sports, yeah.
And would you say that the 12 years
I
or
do
so
swimming too.
swimming as well,
Everyone.
right? And that's going to state and everything. That's a big deal. And it's got to have had just a great impact on your life, right?
Yes, it is. Once you're in it for the long run. I mean, it's the best thing I've ever done. I mean, meeting coach and everything. and doing what I do, it's changed my life for a long run.
Nathan, for you, what are you involved with, buddy?
I have been involved in Special Olympic sports, but I have done bowling and track and field and down with skiing and swimming and bowling and golfing, and
Wow.
I haven't done powerlifting.
He does a lot as well.
Yeah.
Jason, the amount, and I totally understand that, Special Olympics can really cater to what interests, everybody has. And for some, I think about, Brad Buddha that does a lot of powerlifting, and I know he's involved in other sports as well. But, I mean, for Danielle and Nathan, it's multi-sports, a lot of different involved.
Yep.
Nathan, you also sing, correct?
Yes, I sing the national
He's a
anthem
really
for
good
Special
singer.
Olympics.
He is
Me too. I taught to take a voice lesson from my voice teacher when I was in high school.
Nathan is an unbelievable
Multi-talent.
singer.
Play
So-
the piano.
Yeah, and I play guitar and organ, and I learned to play recorder too.
oh my
So
God.
funny story on him.
Yeah.
He was asked to do the national anthem at
Yeah.
the state summer games.
Oh, wow.
And so they asked to bring in a piano, and
Sure.
they thought that he was just singing it. So they asked, well, who's playing the piano?
Huh.
And he goes, well, I am. They're like, you're singing and playing the piano?
Oh, my God.
And he did an amazing job.
Oh,
It was
my
unbelievable.
word.
Yeah.
Were you there, Danielle?
Yes, I was actually there for, wasn't it Ames?
Yeah, that was
Last year.
4
years or
You
so
played
ago.
the piano and sang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an amazing singer and talented.
He's very
Yes, you
talented.
are. I've been fortunate to be at events that Nathan is saying the
Yeah.
national anthem, and he does an unbelievable job.
He
so
just did the one at the Unified Golf Tournament that we had
Yeah,
last
okay.
week. So
That
he's
was-
kind of my go-to person because I can't sing.
I can
So
I was going to say. I mean, I didn't want to assume that you couldn't sing, but no, and that makes sense. So again, if you're watching, there's still ways that you can get involved. You can come out to dinner here in the Market Grill Express on Thursday, 4 till 9, and eat a whole bunch of food, get a whole bunch of appetizers because you're going to help out this wonderful event. Jason, as we look at the sum total and the efforts of this, I saw the website was updated this morning, kind of maybe closer to that $80,000
yeah,
mark.
we're over 80,000.
It's a lot of money.
Our goal was pretty lofty since last year we made over 100,000.
Sure.
But we're really close to that $100,000 mark.
Yeah.
If we can get everybody to hit their goal of 1,000,
Yeah.
I think we'll easily get there.
Sure.
Won't quite make that 120,000, but last year we had a match, which
That's
really
right.
helped us
I
get over
forgot
that.
about that. Sure.
That $100,000 mark. So this year we didn't have that, but we made up for in sponsorship. We got a
Yeah.
lot more sponsors this year. So it has been going a lot better than what we initially thought going into this year.
Well, and this is a massive undertaking, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to help out Special Olympics, Big
Yeah.
Brothers Big Sisters,
Right.
Muscatine County. Lindsay was going to be here today, but something came up, which is okay.
She's got a match.
And then GMCCI, Greater Muscatine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and the Chamber Ambassadors. So the benefit of someone watching and making the decision to go online and donating to someone that's hoping to repel, even if it's someone that's made their $1,000 mark, but you know them and you want to contribute,
Sure.
you know that, those dollars are going to stay local. And that's what matters, I think, most is knowing that when you look at a cause to donate to, you can say, yeah, you know what? It's going to help out Special Olympics. Here's two athletes, Danielle and Nathan, that just told y'all how many different sports they're involved with. And guess what? Without an event like this Saturday and Over the Edge and a dinner like this Thursday, maybe there's not as many opportunities to go to different tournaments because there's a lot of travel involved. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right.
And there can be a lot of costs. And I don't know if people are aware of that. And whether they need to know or not, it's at least worth pointing out that we talk about $80,000 to $100,000 on an event. It's a big deal, and it's going to allow you to serve your athletes in more ways, right?
Yeah, over $80,000 is a
go
lot
a
of
long
money.
way.
Yeah, so we divide that up between Big Brothers Big Sisters and GMCCI. And so our travel expenses are one of the largest costs.
I bet.
Uniforming, overnight stays, mileage, food,
Buses,
all that stuff. But these athletes don't pay a thing.
Right.
There's no cost to them, and that's what our goal is, that we don't eventually have to get to that point. We always want to have money
Sure.
in the bank so that we can take care of them. And so when you look at the big picture of everything that they do, they love sports. They love competing.
Right.
They love the interaction that they have with their friends. This helps you. I should bring them on the show because they sell this a lot better than I do.
And I'm so glad that Danielle's here. To be honest, I didn't know Danielle was coming. I saw her walk in, and I was so happy to see her and Nathan because, I mean, you and I can talk about Special Olympics all day, but here's the proof in the work is right here with what Danielle and Nathan have been able to experience, and just that you're both involved in so many different sports and activities. It's unbelievable to me. So I think at this point, you know what I want, Danielle? I want you to look at that camera right there, this one right here, and just this one right here. Well, Chad, which one are we on? Are we on that one? All right, so this one right here, and just tell people at home to come out on Saturday.
Come out, support, do whatever. I mean, it's worth it in the long run for me, for Jason, for Nathan, for anybody who would do this. And in Special Olympics, coming from me, you gotta do it.
And how many athletes total for Muscatine Special Olympics?
So we hover over 150. Yeah, 150 athletes in Muscatine that this would go to support.
And this isn't like, again, I understand that for people that are watching, like maybe you think, because if Special Olympics isn't in your line of sight, you just kind of know that it goes on and that it's operating. But I guarantee you, when you hear that there's 150 athletes involved, 150 people, that's a big deal. It's a staggering amount.
It is.
So that's where an event like this Saturday is a big deal, and this Thursday's fundraiser. And if you're unable to attend or help either of those, but you want to volunteer, like I always say, just reach out to Jason and understand that when we talk about these events, I mean, you know, with the skills softball, I mean, all the unified golf, you had a lot of great volunteers, and I mean, it takes a community effort for sure. And for the folks that are watching, I encourage you to get involved because this is an organization that's done good work for coming up on 50 years, right?
Right.
That's really exciting that next year.
50 years last year?
No,
coming up into this year, 2020.
So 50 years
anniversary.
for the state of Iowa
Yeah,
was in 2018.
Right.
But for Muscatine,
It'd be 50 years.
50 years next year.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. I mean, there's not a lot of things that have been going on for 50 years.
Yeah.
So this is totally worth it. Nathan, for you, how long have you been doing Special Olympics? Did I already ask you?
About 4 years.
Okay.
Like about 4 years or so.
4 years.
Yeah.
And have you made a lot of friends while participating in Special Olympics?
Yes, I have been made a lot of my friends from Special Olympics.
Yeah. And we got the Facebook page pulled up.
Follow that Facebook page. It'll change your life, that's for sure.
You will be able to see everything that these guys and girls are up to, and they're incredibly busy. And again, Over the Edge is coming up this Saturday in downtown Muscatine. You know, Jason, for Stanley Consultants and the Laurel Building to agree to do it last year. It was a first-time event, right? So, you never know how it's going to go. But then they go, you know what? Well, go ahead, use the building. I mean, I don't know if it was that easy, but it seemed like they wanted to be involved again, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I think they really liked what we did last year, and everybody had a good time. And this year, again, they were on board to be our building sponsor and as well as our platinum sponsor.
That's huge.
So they threw in $10,000 along with the building, and then they're also sending over quite a few employees for Over the Edge.
So shout out to Stanley Consultants.
Yes.
That's a big deal, you know. If you think about, again, I mean, it just doesn't happen on rooftops in downtown Muscatine that often.
Exactly.
This is a big thing. Like it's a whole thing to make this happen. I'm assuming Iowa Avenue between 2nd and 3rd will be closed down again.
So 2nd Saturday is moving to the 3rd Saturday to match up with us.
Perfect.
So 2nd Street's going to be closed. Iowa Avenue is going to be closed as well because there's some bike fundraiser.
Oh, that's right. Jessica Piney Memorial Ride Music Festival.
I could not think of it. Thank you.
They'll be here on Thursday,
So there's a lot of stuff going on in downtown Muscatine.
Sure.
So we start rappels at 11 o'clock. We're going to go till 5. We can send down 6 per rope an hour, so 12 people an hour.
Wow, that's great.
Is what we're wanting to do. So we have the schedule. It's out there. Everybody's set. We just need to get the remaining money in and just enjoy the day. So hopefully it's a nice day.
Yeah, that's
so
the only,
far.
I think it will be. I mean, if anything, it'll be warmer than last year. It was a little
drizzly, a little wet.
It was a little brisk.
Well, and you were on the rooftop the whole time, so you got the full.
We got the whole kit and caboodle with the weather.
Chad's equipment was all.
Yeah, we were like ponchoed
scrambling and.
Danielle O'Malley. Do you know what time you're going over the edge on Saturday, by the way?
Yes, I do. It was going to be me. We're pretty much going back to back to back to back. All athletes are going back to back. I'm going at 3.
Can you start at 3?
And then it's going to be me and Lucas, Nathan and... I'm confused.
Nathan and
Buddha,
Oh.
and then Jason's wife and Clarissa.
Clarissa, yeah.
So we're all going back to back.
So you can watch Danielle O'Malley, 3 o'clock, like Spider-Woman coming down the side of that building. And then just a few minutes later, Mr. Nathan Paulson
I can hear this
coming down the side of the
windows cracking.
I think Danielle, here's what I think. Danielle and I have a lot in common. We both talk a lot, which is fine. People might tell us that, but we're fine with it. We have great voices. If anything, we should talk more. Danielle could have her own, she could co-host this show as far as I'm concerned. So I think what's going to happen, because I had the same feeling, is I didn't say anything for the first couple of seconds because I was just trying to keep it together because it's overwhelming. But then it becomes fun. And Danielle, I just want you to know, and Nathan and Jason experience this, as you start to come down the side of the building, there are, and I don't know if there's going to be people in some of the offices, but there were people in these offices like waving and wanting to take your picture as you're like this. So I think there's a lot of pictures where I'm like,
hey. Yeah, you're like,
hi, I'm just trying to keep it together here. This is my nervous wave. So just be ready for that to happen, okay?
Okay, thanks for the tip.
And Nathan, for you, I know that you're going to be fine. Maybe you'll sing on the way down. I don't know.
Yeah, but I will be able to sing on the way down to the national anthem.
You know, when we warm up for swimming, sometimes we'll tell him to do backstroke. And then sing the national anthem. It sounds so good when you're in the YMCA pool.
With the acoustics.
But then the members are like, should I be
should I sing? Sorry, I was just going to cannonball in. I don't know. I love my country. And he's got a good voice. It's true. If you haven't heard Nathan sing, I mean, it's really something else. This is an awesome event, and it's certainly worth your time, and you deserve to know about it. And maybe you're busy Saturday, but you can come have... There we go. You can come have dinner with us on Thursday, 4 o'clock till 9 p.m. here in the Market Grill Express. An opportunity to get up to 30% of sales from that evening. The model on the flyer is a good-looking model.
That's Tony from
That's me on there. Chad, I don't know if you can zoom in on that, but look at that. That's downtown Muscatine. I like that you've got this like it's not a green screen, but you've got this like traveling backdrop that Galen Hill. She took a picture, and people are like pretending like they're going over there. I was like, I did it. There's no.
You have an actual picture.
I have it documented on film and video, and it's going to be awesome. Please, if you're watching, come out and support Special Olympics, support Big Brothers Big Sisters. Lindsay Phillips would want me to tell you that there's probably, I hate to say it, there's probably over 40 kids on her list waiting to be paired up with a big brother or a big sister. So I encourage you to reach out to Big Brothers Big Sisters. And then certainly, we acknowledge the Chamber's involvement, the Chamber ambassadors, GMCCI, and their efforts to get into that network that they have. You have so many good supporters. I don't know if the big sponsors are listed on the Over the Edge website. But
they are.
Oh, Danielle knows this. Look at this.
H&I Stanley's one of them. That's the only two I know.
Here we go. Look right here. We've got it on the screen. Chad will do the work for us. So Stanley Consultants, Bridgestone, Kent Corporation, Musco Lighting. You are worthy of us mentioning. The Howe Foundation, certainly. And we'll keep going. I'll read all these off. Silver sponsors, H&I Corp, Trinity Point, Trinity Muscatine, Unity Point Health, Van Meter, and then some media sponsors, Muscatine Power and Water. And this is awesome. You can see the teams on there, the participants on there. It's this Saturday. We're ready to go. Now, no, go ahead. What were you going to say?
It's right after flag football.
Oh, it's right after flag football.
Danielle
Who's
and
scheduling
Lucas,
flag football? What do you mean?
That
So they have flag football in the morning. So
Are you
she'll have
kidding
2
me?
games in Cedar Rapids and then rush
Oh my
back to
gosh.
Rappel in the afternoon. So she's got a full day.
Get a few schedules Saturday.
Yep.
I thought I was busy. You got to play. Danielle has 2. You have 2 flag football games, and then you're going over the side of a building.
Yes, pretty much.
Okay, so remember when people say there's nothing to do in Muscatine, Danielle's going to go to Cedar Rapids and play 2 flag football games, and then she's going to go 100 feet down the side of a building.
Yep.
Yeah, and then on Sunday you're not going to do anything.
No, I'm not.
Good. All right. I was going to say, take it easy. We're sitting here September 17th. I know you were just here last week. We talked about this a little bit, but you got flag football going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Basketball's not too far away.
Yep. That
What,
comes up November.
End of November.
I can't believe the basketball. I love the basketball's coming back. What else is coming up?
Sports basketball, which is absolutely amazing, by the way.
Listen, I appreciate you saying that. I love the Special Olympics basketball versus Muscatine Fire and Police game. I can't wait. I just hope the weather's a little bit better than it was last year.
The weather last year was horrible.
That winter was just
bad.
rough.
That was
So
a bad day, yeah.
little overall update for the folks at home. What's on your calendar currently and coming
Sure.
up for Special Olympics?
Well, since everything got pushed from October to September,
Right.
Really, my October's there's really not a whole lot going on
Sure.
in October. However, we have bowling next week.
Okay.
There'll be over 80 athletes bowling in Davenport.
Wow.
Yeah, bus them back and forth. We actually have to shuttle athletes back and forth because
Wow.
we don't have
And
enough
me,
to fit on the
Ethan, are
bus.
doing it.
Yeah,
amazing.
me too.
So yeah, flag football this Saturday. Over the Edge. We've got another fundraiser on October 5th, I believe, for that
Yeah.
barbecue cook-off.
Yep.
Oh, with Chamberlain, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We have a play day in which we invite all the schools to come out to the YMCA. A lot of them are now integrated classes with gen ed and special ed.
Love it.
And so we just invite them all out to the Y. We set up sports stations for them, and then they go around to each station. They have a report card. They get stickers, and then we hand out medals at the end, and then they can take that report card home, put it
So
on their
cool.
fridge,
Yep.
and so they get an experience of what Special Olympics is like. So that's pretty cool. That's going to be November 7th.
Cool.
And then, yeah, we get into basketball season, powerlifting season, swimming season, winter games in January. So it's not a lot of people know we go year round.
Yeah.
And so they think, okay, Special Olympics every 4 years. Yes, we
Nope,
do have
we
those
go
big
all
games,
year,
but
every year.
yeah, we go year round.
And obviously, again, you talk about the works and the efforts of an event like this Saturday and the fundraiser on.
There's Lucas.
There's Lucas, by the
Lucas
way.
last year.
Lucas and Buddha in a little picture right there. All of those efforts, the different fundraisers throughout the course of the year, it all pays off when you can talk to just 2 of the 150
And
athletes.
And Corey and the guys.
That was from our golf.
Yep.
Right,
That
the
was
Unified
from our
Golf was
Unified
last
Golf
week.
tournament.
Seemed like
Yep.
great success, right? I mean,
Yeah.
my goodness, what a turnout!
We can just go through all the pictures.
I'm a terrible golfer,
I
but
don't like golf either, so don't worry.
maybe Danielle and I can be partners next year.
Probably.
I love driving a golf cart. Let the record state.
geez.
So a great
I'm not
picture of
trying.
Katie and Jeff Hansen,
Yep.
my favorite chiropractor, Jeff
That was
Hansen.
their first year doing Unified Golf.
That's cool.
I like Bobby.
This is such an awesome event, and again, for folks that are
Lori and, I forget her.
no, you're good.
Lori. And then
For
That'd be
folks that are
Kathy.
watching, if you
Yep.
want to get involved with an event like Unified Golf or anything that Special Olympics does, I know that there's volunteer opportunities.
Yes.
Maybe even some coaching opportunities.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we're always looking for coaches.
Sure.
I think people get intimidated by the coaching aspect of it. We have enough coaches in hand.
Sure.
In fact, I probably utilize some of my coaches multiple times, but
You do.
they have good hearts and they have good knowledge of our
Mm-hmm.
sports. So if you do come out, it's not like I'm going to throw you to the wolves and say, hey, you need to coach the sport. You'll assist us and
Sure.
kind of run through everything that we do. Event day volunteers, like for the play day, we're always looking for event day volunteers
Sure.
to help out with local stuff that we do. Most of the competitions we have are in like Eldridge
Yep.
and Cedar Rapids, and so that's kind of a bigger commitment. But we're always looking for event day volunteers and coaches. Those are the 2 main volunteer areas that we always look for.
It's a lot. It's a lot that happens throughout the course of the year
Sure.
with Special Olympics, and definitely, if you can get involved, please do. And Saturday, get into downtown Muscatine and watch people go over the side of a building while you're safe and sound on the ground. And
Yeah.
at 3 o'clock, wouldn't it be great to have a good cheering section? I know there's already going to be one because Danielle knows a lot of people and Nathan knows a lot of people.
Yeah.
But starting at 3, that's when our Special Olympics Muscatine athletes will start to come over to the side of the Laurel Building in downtown Muscatine. Danielle, good luck. I don't know if you know this, but Batman went over the edge last year. Did you see? Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I hope that people are are you planning on wearing any type of costume?
Me, Nathan, Buddha, and Carissa are going red, white, and blue tie-dye.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that was kind of news to Jason. Look, and Jason said that when you safely make it to the street, everybody's going to get a chance to shave his beard off. So.
I'll do it first.
Yes! I'm just kidding. Although I have said on this show that maybe there's a dollar amount that we could raise for Special Olympics.
$1 million.
$1 million?
What
Jeez. I was thinking like 1,000 or 2, but all right, $1 million bucks. We'll get that thing shaved on this show. We can make it happen.
Somebody's willing to give $1 million.
You would happily do it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he'd shave his whole head, he said. You heard it here. All right, $1 million. Hey,
Get
listen.
a haircut next week.
You never know who's going to see this show. There could be somebody with deep pockets that wants to write a check.
And I forgot 2 of my sports. I do swimming and skiing. No, snowshoeing.
Snowshoeing.
I can't even remember. Danielle and Nathan, they're both so involved. It's excellent. Yes, it would be great to always have athletes on the show. Very happy to have Danielle and Nathan here today. Again, Over the Edge this Saturday, downtown Muscatine. Come have dinner on Thursday starting at 4 o'clock and follow along. Volunteer if you're able to. Megan Francis cheering everybody on Facebook. Jenny Wade giving the hands up support. So listen, we appreciate everybody. I'm glad that you guys came on the show. Danielle, thank you so much. You did a great job. Nathan, good to see you, buddy.
Okay, thanks.
Excellent. Jay Miller.
Air fuzz.
Everybody.
Good luck
on.
I just like that your dad was on the show.
Yeah,
That was
I
a
don't
nice
know how
little walk
he knew
on.
I was going to be here.
He had a nice
So-
escort from Delmer.
I'm a
So
little
Delmer was
worried.
obviously not busy. He was able to bring him over.
Delmer finds lost elderly people all the time, and so
All right, let's get Jason out of here before he puts his foot in his mouth even more. All right, Special Olympics Muscatine. Ron's a good guy. I literally bagged his groceries the other day. Didn't even realize it. He was like, you know my son. And I was like, I do. And then it was like, oh, that's it. That's Mr. Miller. All right, we'll let these guys get out of here. Please support Special Olympics Over the Edge Saturday. Any way you can get involved, it'll be worth your time. I promise you that. And we'll certainly keep you updated on everything going on, including that February basketball game that I can't wait to referee and call all the fouls on the police and the fire department. Those guys remember, too, by the way. So.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, the fire department and the police have not been happy with me refereeing that game, but I'm here to tell you it's unless Jason tells me no, I'll be there again. So sorry about that, guys. All right, let's go CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam looking at some cheese balls. So perfect, right? Listen, it's always a good time for Planters cheese balls, isn't it? Just because it's Tuesday at 9:15 in the morning. Have yourself some Planters cheese balls. I feel like looking at that container, and I know that that's a brand new product, but there's a lot of nostalgia in that packaging, and I recall that as a younger version of myself. I'm not saying that those cheese balls are from 1994 or anything. I'm just saying they kind of look like you were. Well, Danielle's making me feel old now, everybody. Those cheese balls look a little nostalgic, but they're fresh, and then there's some type of silly putty buddy finger thing next to it. So get your silly putties buddies and your cheese curds here at Hy-Vee. Literally, something for everybody. All right, I believe Steve might have the Toyota Muscatine car cam fired up. And I told Steve maybe we'll go by the seafood department because Captain John has a very fun flyer this week with some great opportunities to save in the seafood department. And our friends at Toyota Muscatine would like me to tell you they've got a lot of 2020 vehicles starting to show up, but they're also looking to unload some of those 2019 Toyotas so you can go see Jimmy or Logan or, well, the whole crew, Russ and TJ and everybody. They'll take care of you. So here we go in that cart cam, rolling through produce. There's Nick working hard. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. Appreciate it. We're going right past kind of where we used to do the show, right? It's our home away from home, everybody. Maybe we'll catch the elusive Delmer working. DK working. Oh, Delmer unplugged the cart cam. Thanks a lot, Delmer. How dare you? Delmer unplugged the cart cam. I'm blaming him, everybody. Delmer Coolers. I can't even keep an eye on that guy. We need to get the Delmer Coolers drone there we go, heading towards seafood. Captain John getting the case ready, getting everything prepared. Good-looking flyer. We'll show you that in a second. But what I love about the seafood department, Hy-Vee cares so much that we have a USDC lot inspector that ensures that everything that comes into the store is fresh. There's Captain John, no stranger to being on the show, definitely not shy. Love Captain John. And that case is set. This is a great shot, right? That case every single day starts with the ice. Everything is set fresh. Steve, to your left, he's still got that awesome shrimp. If you want to grab a pack of that red Argentinian shrimp, that stuff is the best. You put it on the grill, put it in a little shrimp scampi. It's just fantastic. And we appreciate all the efforts Captain John has in the seafood department. And go see him. Do we have a pack of that shrimp? Does he have one? I feel like I can see. I'm like seeing Steve's reflection. There it is. Look at that. Great on the grill. Oh, yeah, Steve, it's marvelous. Those are huge shrimp. Look at the size of those shrimp. Oh, my gosh, Becky, look at that shrimp. Steve, bring it right up to the camera, just for the folks at home. We'll make them feel like they're on some type of, discovery. Look at this. Yeah, I tell you what, put those on the grill, put them in a pan, thaw them out, eat them raw, whatever you need. They're marvelous. They're good shrimp. Okay, I didn't know that Danielle and Nathan were going to be on the show today, and I absolutely loved having them here. You know that I am passionate about supporting Special Olympics, and I hope that that you'll support them as well. There is a story coming out of, and I'm going to be careful with how I talk about this because a lot of this is not confirmed or allegedly, but there is, how can I word this? There's a report that maybe something happened at a school in Muscatine yesterday involving a special needs student. And the initial reports are troubling, not sure exactly what took place, but I just hope that we can be kinder to one another. And that starts with us as parents, with our young people. Even if you, and this isn't limited to just special needs folks, but let's keep it there for a second. Even if you don't have someone in your life that has special needs, maybe you've never known anyone with special needs, you can at least empathize as a person that a lot of us have our own struggles or challenges, right? And what I would ask of you is to just model good behavior with everybody, right? It doesn't take a lot to be kind, to be polite, to be patient. And I think, I was thinking about this yesterday, and I don't know why. I was driving home from work, and I don't know why we sometimes think of people with special needs as a burden, but they're not. And that's really troubling for me. So I just, regardless of what happened or didn't at a school in Muscatine, I think the overarching theme for us can always be to be kind, to be polite, to be nice, and to be patient. I keep coming back to that patient word, right? And you talk about someone like Jason Miller and what he's decided to do with his job and his life with Special Olympics, following the footsteps of his dad who modeled, right? That's a great example. Ron Miller modeling good behavior leads to his son getting into the same line of work, right? So just please think about that as you go throughout your day with everybody. But certainly when you see and you talk to folks like Danielle and Nathan, right? Understand that they're just trying to go about their lives. And I'm happy and we're fortunate to have places like Special Olympics, places like Crossroads, here at Hy-Vee, giving opportunities and jobs to folks with special needs. It's a big deal. And so just let's practice a little bit more kindness if we can, right? It's just a lesson. I listen right here as well. Remind myself all the time, be patient, be kind. And I'm super aware of my kids just sort of, they're like little sponges with everything you say and do. You don't think they remember, and then you're like, oh wow, you totally absorbed that, didn't you? So that's a lesson that I'm still working on as well. All right, I want to mention the Touchdown Tuesday that's going on here in the store And it's today only on Tuesday, the 17th. Hawkeyes scored 18 points. You can save 18 cents. So that's awesome, right? If you love your fuel saver, and why wouldn't you? You want to save money on gas, you might as well. Spend $18, get 18 cents. It's that easy. Touchdown Tuesday. The Hawkeye score, you save. Reminder, there is no Hawkeye game this Saturday, so no Touchdown Tuesday next week, but we're happy to have this deal for you. If we go back to the seafood department, look at these shrimp. Holy moly, they look so good. Can I just open the package and eat them? They're a little frozen, so it'd be a cold bite, but it'd be a delicious bite. Captain John's Seafood Sale. Captain John, it's so fun having these windows right here, by the way. Somebody just riding a bicycle looked right at me. I should have waved, but I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Captain John's Seafood Sale going on now in the store. Grab a flyer, pull it off the shelf, and save in the seafood department. These red Argentinian shrimp are not on the flyer, but these are fantastic. He's got Asian Zing tuna skewers. You put them on the grill. They just kind of have to get, cooked briefly. You could say you could kiss them on the grill real quick. Seasoned salmon portions, also easy to do. Jamaican cooked shrimp skewers. Those are cooked, so you're just kind of like heating them. The wild sail salmon, sail wild frozen salmon fillets. Say that 3 times fast. Those are awesome. Seafood twice baked potatoes and catfish fillets ready to go. It's a good looking flyer in the store. Walk in, go to the seafood department, and stock up because those are great deals. And if you're just kind of toeing the water, pun intended, of seafood, talk to people like Captain John. He can even show you how to prepare things. I mean, shrimp are pretty, listen, not a chef. I'm not messing shrimp up. Like, I feel like shrimp, but you start talking about like tuna and swordfish. If you don't know how to prepare it, ask the question, and John will give you the answer. Though I know they will. They're very smart. They're smarter than I am, that's for sure. Okay, how about the flu shot? Yeah, absolutely. A lot of folks getting the flu shot yesterday, and I have to tell you, and this is true, got done with the show, went over to the pharmacy, and our pharmacy manager told me that there is at least one confirmed case of influenza in Muscatine. And I can share that with you, right, to let you know that is what the flu shot is there for, is influenza. Now, you've had a stomach bug, you've been down for a couple of days. That's not the same thing as influenza. Influenza is what can put you in the hospital, and unfortunately, influenza, sometimes costs people their lives. It's a big deal, right? So there is a confirmed case of influenza in Muscatine County, and get the flu shot. So remember when I got my flu shot a couple weeks ago and somebody said it's too early? It wasn't. There's a confirmed case of influenza in Muscatine. So I'm not using that as a scare tactic. I'm sharing that information with you. Sir, how dare you? You're ready for your close-up, aren't you? You're ready for your close-up. Get your flu shot. I'm going to give you a flu shot in a second. I get free flu shots. All right. You're not helping my business. Get the flu shot at the pharmacy and get a 20-cent fuel saver. I was talking about a serious matter here. There's a case of influenza in town. And, hey, we're doing a live show, right? We've had a couple examples of doing a live show today. So come in and have... That's fine. Come in and have breakfast with us here and watch the show. It's my buddy Bob. I'm in a public place. It doesn't bother me. I love it. But there is a confirmed case of influenza. Get the flu shot here at Hy-Vee. 20-cent fuel saver. What else can I say? We should just open it up. Hey, you want to come photobomb the show? Come on in. We'll have you right here. One of these days, you're just going to watch me eat breakfast. Today almost was that day. Almost. Order an omelet, hang out. Maybe it's called Omelet with Tony. We just eat omelets, talk to our guests with food in our mouth. And probably not the most professional thing, I know. Today is the day, Tuesday, that we go to Wapello with some grocery pickup. I love that we're able to continue to do this. And we're picking up more and more customers each week. Tuesdays and Thursdays, if you live in Wapello or near Wapello, we'll show up at the pickup location right off Highway 61 and bring your groceries to that point. It's convenient. You don't have a lot of options in town. We know that with respects to what happened with the local store in Wapello last year. So this is Aisles Online. We do the shopping for you here in the store. We hop in the vans, cruise down to Wapello, meet you there, get you all taken care of, and you're back home without having to travel out of town. Let us do the work. We'll bring it to you. It's a pretty good deal, that is for sure. We can talk about the newspaper ad. Today would technically be the last day. New ad starts tomorrow inside the Discover Muscatine newspaper. So look for that in your mailbox. You'll probably get it today or tomorrow, but just keep in mind most of our ads are dated starting Wednesday. So today would be the last day to take advantage of the deals with the fuel savers and the $5.99 burgers. So check that out and look for that in the mailbox. Great fuel savers, by the way. Can I just tell y'all? I mean, you talk about Fiesta trays and burgers and chip dip and Chinese 2 entree meal with a 25-cent fuel saver. Ooh-wee. What's up with that? That is a good one. Save, save, save. Don't miss it. All right, I'm looking at my list. Today is Constitution Day, 17th of September, and it's International Patient Safety Day. I look at that calendar online, pass that information along to you. You can use it however you please. I want to say thank you to Jason Miller, who is here, Executive Director of Special Olympics Muscatine. Thank you to Special Olympic athletes Danielle Malley and Nathan Paulson. They are going over the edge this Saturday, starting at 3 o'clock, downtown Muscatine, 100 feet up in the air, coming down the side. $100,000 will be brought in, and it'll help out Special Olympics. It'll help out Big Brothers Big Sisters Muscatine County and the Greater Muscatine Chamber of Commerce and Industry. What about dinner this Thursday? Look at that guy. Went over the edge. Made it. Safe and sound. Tight harness. Won't have the harness on this year. Wanted to have other people have the opportunity to go. Plus, I think I'm going to be out of town. But this is Thursday night, starting at 4 o'clock. Have dinner right here in the Market Grill Express. Up to 30% of sales could go back to Over the Edge. The more people helps that out a lot, right? The more the merrier. And you could win a rappel, so you could show up on Thursday and you could go over the edge on Saturday. Win a rappel. That's $1,000 value. That's how much you have to raise. You have to raise $1,000 to go over the edge. How about an opportunity to do that just by showing up on Thursday? And now Danielle Malley on Facebook, who was just here, saying, that was so cool. I had so much fun. Thank you, Danielle. I'm glad that you were here. You were a great guest, and I would love to have you back on the show. So thanks to Danielle, thanks to Nathan, thanks to Jason Miller, and thanks to everybody watching. I appreciate you checking out the show. Tomorrow, we are going to the swamp. Not literally, but figuratively. Hannah Howard with the Nature Conservancy of Iowa will be here talking about Swamp Stomp. The 3rd annual Swamp Stomp event is coming up this Sunday, September 22nd. It's also my anniversary. 7 years. Carry the 2. 7 years. Did I tell you the power went out 7 years ago during our ceremony when we were getting married? Boom! Massive power outage in Rock Island. Power went out in the church. No power. So we have power right now. Thank goodness. September 22nd, Swamp Stomp is back. 3rd annual event, getting you to the Swamp White Oak Preserve. It's a fantastic opportunity. It's family friendly. It's free, fun. Hannah Howard, our friend, on the show tomorrow talking about that. Thursday, Jessica Piney Memorial Ride and Music Festival. We'll talk to Matt Piney and some friends about that. Big event with a motorcycle ride and 2 nights of live music, supporting the Iowa Donor Network, encouraging organ donation, remembering Jessica Piney, who lost her life tragically several years ago. And it's a great annual event in downtown Muscatine, so we will talk more about that. And on Friday, this is kind of cool. So also on Thursday, I should mention, I'm not going to get her name wrong, Maggie Curry, thank you, came to me. Maggie Curry will be here with the Fruitland Lions Club, or Lions Club of Fruitland. They're talking about a Veterans Memorial, Thursday, 9 o'clock. This is me, like, remembering stuff in my head. Very foggy memory most days. So Maggie will be here Thursday, and then Friday, we'll talk to Krista Regenetter, with the ISU Extension Muscatine County. They just moved into their new location. That's really exciting. You maybe saw it on their Facebook page. So reached out to Krista, and we'll have her here. Looking forward to that. Sunnybrook at Muscatine, commenting on Facebook, says, shout out, happy birthday to my daughter, Victoria. I think that's Megan's daughter, if I'm not mistaken. So happy birthday to you, Victoria. Happy birthday to you. My daughter having some birthday one-year photos taken this morning. My wife picked up some donuts, going over, shout out Sarah Seiler doing those pictures. And happy birthday to Victoria. I should also tell you, Thursday, you could grab dinner here starting at 4, and then you could go over to Sunnybrook, right, and check out live music from Cruisin'. I think they start at 6 o'clock. I'm sure Megan will jump in. So thanks for watching. If you've been with us on Facebook, I can see the comments. If you're ever watching on Facebook, you can see right there. Leave a comment or a question. You are always welcome to ask questions of the guests that are here. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Channel 5 on MPW, and then also replaying at 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. on Channel 5. I know there's a lot of you that just watch this at 7:30 or 10:30. You have no concept that it's live in the morning, and that's okay. Have a good rest of your evening. And this light is from the moon, okay? It's a full moon again. We're doing this show at 10:30 p.m. We're not. It's not. I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't do the show at night, but I probably need to be home. So, and again, I always encourage you, if you're looking for a spot to grab breakfast during the week, the show is on at 8:30 in the morning. You could have breakfast right here. And, I don't know, watch me talk to people. Get a nice perspective of this side of my face. Pass me a piece of bacon. Give me bunny ears like Bob did. Delmer might walk you over in the middle of the show. You never know what'll happen at the Hy-Vee Today show. Email me if you need anything, hyveetoday@gmail.com. Call the store. Guest suggestions, always welcome. Some openings in the next couple of weeks. We'd love to talk to you. Definitely going to try and get more guests from like the outerlying communities, Wilton, West Liberty. We're coming for you. So if there's something going on, reach out, and we'll bring you right here to the show. That is it for today. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust for the aisle cam, Toyota Muscatine for the cart cam, and tomorrow we'll have the team staffing job board when it'll be Wednesday. Also, I'll tell you, because you can't hear me, at 10 a.m., we're going to surprise our friend Don Fisher, who recently became a certified cheese master. They only handed out like 30 of these certifications across the country. Don Fisher is now, like, he was here with this cheese stuff, he's up here. So we've got a couple things we're going to surprise him with. Look for a picture on Facebook. And speaking of Facebook, yesterday, totally random, semi-truck shows up. It's got Randy Beimer's face on it. Holy moly. Randy Beimer, human resources guy here at Hy-Vee. Did you know that he's worked for Hy-Vee for 40 years? So pretty cool. And we didn't even know that this truck would show up for a delivery. But look at this on your screen, Randy Beimer. I couldn't believe it. He's on the truck. Can you believe this guy? They put Randy Beimer's mug on a truck for 40 years working at Hy-Vee. It's pretty cool. And that post just reaching a whole bunch of people. My goodness. So Randy Jefferson, I call him Randall Jefferson Beimer. I don't know if that's his real middle name. I know his middle name is not Jefferson, but Randy Beimer, 40 years on the truck. That's pretty cool. I will airdrop you a picture really quick, just because I want the people to understand the scope of how big that picture is of Randy. It's pretty awesome. 40 years working for a company is a big deal. Look at how big this picture is of Randy. Oh, that's a lot of Randy Beimer. That's more Randy Beimer than the world knows what to do with. So you're going to see that like cruising down the highway, and you're going to be like, look at how he was so happy. At first he's like, no, I don't want to go outside. I was like, get outside right now. That's pretty cool. 40 years with the company. Good for you, Randy. Didn't know that truck was showing up, and had to get a police escort out of town. All right, very good. We'll see you tomorrow live at 8:30. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye. It's a huge Randy Beimer.
You're watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting rabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.